Mr. Betts video for you, and this is not one of the meme stories. It's one of the ones where he takes a song and puts new lyrics to it. It's going to introduce us today to the War of 1812, and he does an awesome job with it. He sounds good. You know how songs go; they sound really good, and I really think he does Katy Perry justice with his version of this. Can we get the lights, please? Everybody, turn your attention to the board. The eyes and ears up here, please.
We used to trade with France and with England, but then they started to impress our men, not by enrapturing them, instead by capturing them. So we said to both, we can't be broke. 1807 passed an embargo, but it destroyed our trade. What a mistake we made. In 1810 we told them we just wanted to be friends. The France was first, so now we can be enemies with Napoleon. But England's worse, and after now all the warships are up the prow. There's just one choice that we have. We must show them we do not play. Listen to Henry Clay and fight them, 'cause we are the war, and we wanna go to war. Oh, to let us die and leave for the continent. We want to go to Things are not going quite as we planned. Friends got the Native Americans fighting us in the West. This war is such a mess. France is gone, but England can. Send over all we can. They're storming in DC now, and the White House just burned down. McHenry's still standing strong. France he just wrote a song into war, but Henry won. At least we proved we're a fighter. Now the colonies and leave us with no quicksand like treaty. 'Cause we gotta end this war. Now one just having glory seated on us. Nothing but this war. That's pretty good.
Great,
Welcome back,
lights,
friends.
please.
You've enjoyed this latest.
So I hope that didn't just ruin Katy Perry's War for you. Well, let's say like our first war as our own country. Okay, I passed out a stack of papers. Make sure one person each group. These are going to be your notes. These are going to be your notes for today. Extra 5 minutes. I might hand out a few extra. All right. Did I do that one? Okay, so on one side, you'll see about 8 pictures. These are going to be 8 different people that played an important role in the war. You flip it over to the back. Flip over to the back. You do have a timeline that it's going to lay out kind of the order of how things went during the War of 1812. Okay, so let's start over on the timeline side. And there'll be a few times that we switch it from side to side to up and down. Just kind of keep up if we're going side to side or up and down. So you set your pencil in this page. All right, let's do a little backtrack. So I'm going to start on the far side over here. Draw me a little dash. I'm going to put 1801. This is going to give some background on how things are going to lead up to what we're talking about right now. So let's think back to the last time we talked. What was that deal called where the Americans bought a bunch of land from France? It almost doubled the size of America overnight. It was just a really big deal where they bought a whole bunch of land. Kinsley? Let's think back. It's been a little while. Some kind of deal or some kind of purchase that almost doubled the land of the United States. You can call on somebody. You can phone a friend to help you out. Riley, or you can call Riley. Tell her to tell me.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, Louisiana Purchase. So back in 1801, there was the Louisiana Purchase. So add this to your notes, just kind of a reminder. Louisiana Purchase. Just kind of showing how things are connecting together from what we talked about to what we're talking about right now. All right. Next dash. 1805. So the president at the time, Thomas Jefferson, sent out two fellas on a mission to go through and check out the land, see what kind of plants and animals they could find. Sarah, what was the names of those two fellas? Yeah, Lewis and Clark. So once again, just showing you how everything connects together. In 1805, we had Lewis and Clark, and last time we looked at everywhere they went, what they found, what discoveries they made. Just when you go back and look at this timeline, just realize the earliest is at the beginning and it's going down from there. Levi, use my little sharpener over here. All right. So let me ask you all this. Let me back this out a little bit. I want to go over here. Do you all think that all the times that the Americans met with the Native Americans, it was a good deal, it was a good arrangement? A few people raise your hand and tell me what you think. And tell me what. Harlan, do you think it was good or bad at times?
Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad.
Okay. Well, why could it be bad? Not really something we covered. We talked about some good times, but why could it maybe be bad?
They would think they're like intruders or something.
Think they were intruders? Caleb?
We're buying all the land, we're not gonna have one people.
Okay. Gage?
Because we disregard their agreement.
Okay.
Because they were trying to trade something, somebody took something and we got it.
Right. And everything you four guys just said was absolutely correct. There were some good times with Native Americans, but there are also some bad. So there are going to be some Native Americans, they say, you know what? We're not going to stand for it. We're not going to take it. We're going to band together. We're going to come together. We're going to fight against these Americans. But there was one main person. That's bad. There was a Native American chief named Chief Tecumseh, and I'll get you spelling Tecun. S-E-H. And this is in 1808, kind of that time frame, 1808. He's going to unite the Native Americans to fight against the Americans. So once again, everybody should be writing this down. Native American by the name of Chief Tecumseh, unite the Native Americans to fight against the Americans. Because like the four fellows said, they were intruders. They were coming on their land and taking their land, places they'd lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, and the Native Americans didn't even have a say in it. So people are going to start to fight back against the Native Americans. Flip back over to your page with the faces. And what we're going to do, whenever I talk about a person, I'll show you their picture. We're going to write their name and just a little kind of mini biography about what they did and why they're important. So flip back over to the other side. This happy-go-lucky person in the bottom right with his smiling face, that is Chief Tecumseh. And below that, he was the chief that united Native Americans to fight the Americans. So it was the picture at the very bottom right of the other side. Chief Tecumseh, he was the chief that united Native Americans to fight the Americans. Once you have that, flip back over to your timeline. So we had 1808, next is going to be 1810. Now I'm going to write this and I'm going to talk about it. So Britain is taking over American ships. Britain is taking over American ships. America is sending food and clothes and different types of things to trade with France, but the British are stopping their trade ships and taking them over. They're not necessarily killing anybody or anything like that. They're just taking over their ships so they can't trade back and forth with France. So this is taking away money from America, and it's not making them happy one bit. So this is when Britain is starting to see an opportunity. Hey, we might be able to strike back against the Americans because they beat us in the Revolutionary War. What Britain's going to try to do is strike back and get back against the Americans. All right? So this goes on for a few years. And in 1812, we have another president this time because time has passed. President James Madison. Declares war. President James Madison is going to declare war in 1812. That's why it's called the War of 1812. All right. Once you have that, flip back over to your who's who side. This rock star right here in the dead center, that is James Madison. right just above his picture, his smiling picture for James Madison. Right below, just got a few points. He is the 4th president. I'm going to abbreviate president by putting POTUS, President of the United States. That's what POTUS means, President of the United States. He's the 4th president at this time, and he's actually the one that's going to declare war against Britain again. Declares war against Britain. James Madison. Once you have that, flip it back over. Timeline. Y'all doing an awesome job. All right. Still in 1812, this is when all the stuff's going to start happening. Britain sets up these things called blockades. Now I'm going to explain what a blockade is. Blockade is where Britain's going to send over a bunch of ships, and they're just going to kind of sit out in the water outside of American states. So what they're doing, they're staying there so no ships can go out and no ships can go in. It's almost like they're kind of standing there just flexing a little bit. Like, you know, they're standing there like, oh, you don't want to come out here. You don't want to come out here in this water and try to mess with Britain. They're just kind of standing out there showing off a little bit. What's that? Yeah, kind of checking things out, kind of making sure that they don't want to test Britain. A little bit, yeah. Laying siege to it, making sure things don't come in or go out. But the reason this is so important is because Britain has the best navy. They have the best military that's out on the water, so that's why this is crucial. All right, so they set up blockades. It's still the same point, 1812. People called war hawks start to fund the war. War hawks are people that think that we should go to war with Britain. Even though the president's already declared war, these are the people that think we should go all in on Britain. We shouldn't just kind of go in there and kind of fight Britain. No, we should go in with everything that we have. All the money, all the people, all the forces that we have. These people are called war hawks. They're politicians that think we should go all in on fighting Britain. Flip it back over to your Who's Who side, please. First war hawk. This fine gentleman over here with his amazing haircut. I'm kind of jealous of his hair, to be honest. His name is John C. Not John Cena. John C. Calhoun. John C. Calhoun. He is a war hawk or a person that thinks we should fight. He started to raise some money to pay for the war. He was a war hawk that started to raise money. I just put a little dollar sign. John C. Calhoun. All right, still on the Who's Who side. At the top left, very top left, got a person named Henry Clay. I'm going to go there in a second. Top left, you want to go ahead and go to the next one? Henry Clay. He was just another war hawk that thought we should fight with all we've got. Henry Clay, another war hawk that thought we should fight with all we've got. See, in history, there's typically two sides to every story. There's people that thought we should go ahead and fight Britain again and try to finish it once and for all. And there's other people that say, you know, we should maybe try to get along with them, try to see if we can work something out. But these were the two main people that said we should go fight them. Henry Clay and John C. Calhoun. Go back to your timeline, please. All right, going to start adding a few more names for you. So we're going to be going back and forth quite a bit. About 15 seconds on this side. Back to our timeline, still going down. Different year this time, 1813. Gonna add a new name, Captain. I get my name right here, my spelling. Oliver Hazard Perry. He's one of those three named people. Captain Oliver Hazard Perry wins a huge battle at Lake Erie. Levi, let's do a geography review. Where's Lake Erie at? Kind of what area of the country? Yeah, you can call him a friend. Yeah, it's kind of in that New York area, Michigan, that area right there. That's where this battle's going to be fought, like Erie. Very good. All right, so once you have that, flip back over to your who's who. All right, guys, stay with me. This guy up on the top right with the awesome sideburns, this is Oliver Hazard Perry.